No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's Ivy. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun, the running back has it. Fights off a defender. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Allen. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Fires to the middle. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
They'll immediately call timeout. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone.
run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. This is a designed run. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets the give. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Sends it back in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Aller. Throws to the tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. A full dive to haul that one in. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Look Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Pena. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw it. Finds his back in the middle. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
To the air. It's Nussmeier. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the one.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And you just heard every offensive player go, oh, for a second there. How about that? The fumble deep in the defense's territory. But how about Johnny on the spot, scooping that ball up and finishing, lowering his pads, getting in the end zone. Nice break for this offense.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team is going to call a timeout. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Looking to throw on third. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He lets it fly. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
What a play call. 4th and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike, and they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 14 to Alabama. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Back to throw, it's Aller. The short hands, it's Pena. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Now, Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Singleton. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's out. Fires to the right. It's complete. Touchdown, Penn State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gives it on the option. It's a running room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to
very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. They'll try to run for it. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Working that left side now. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And as we get deep in this first half, a first and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. On the option. The pitch. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively, you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time, nobody on defense had the answer.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Cross the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. And they get him down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Trying play action. Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
To the air, it's Allard. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42. LSU right back to the line. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Trying to escape and get it himself. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throwing right. He makes the catch. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying to get the corner. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Singleton. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the wildcat. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Complete in the middle. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep this drive alive. Hard running there. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Using his feet to buy time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
And the Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Aller. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
The Nittany Lions are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with a pick.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Gets the back moving. Quick pass on the jet motion. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Johnson wants to throw it. Now improvising. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Man, this has got to be so frustrating because you're running out of time. You're running out of possessions. You got to get the ball back to your offense. But, man, this QB just makes a great play. He runs around, scrambles, gets a 1st down. So frustrating.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So, good luck stopping.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few 1st downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the 1st down.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. to the air on first down. Pressure coming. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Going up top again. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown LSU! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. They're trailing by just 4 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the Dean.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off play action. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead